And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Seeing where Charlotte is now, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Mobo in at the 5 spot. And for the Hornets, all out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Salon in at the 4 spot. And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
But MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it will show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys,
we all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. Greg, we talk to fans of the game, reporters, and historians, and they all name MP as one of the best to ever play, if not the best to ever play.
And MP is up there with the Jordans and LeBrons of the world. He's been that special in his career. If you're talking about the NBA GOAT, MP has to be in that conversation.
And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
Here's Mobo, following the basket by MP. Back to Tatum. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Tatum is an impressive athlete. So good at knifing inside and finishing at the rim.
Now, here's MP. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. Trains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 12 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And let's swing it over to Shams Charania, who has the latest scoop on activity in the Western Conference.
Thanks, Kevin. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They landed Keegan Murray, not only a fan favorite, but he's well-liked around the league by his peers, too. And not just the players. I'm told front offices, executives, arena staff, he's very well regarded. Murray should fit in just fine with this group.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Shot by Grimes, no good. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And the shot goes in. He's got 14.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard, still without a basket. Outside Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. That 3 off the mark. The Hornets on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. The 3 from MP. Mobo with the rebound. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Grimes with the drive. Another shot. The tray. The Hornets pull it in. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And MP outside. And the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
There's 53 seconds left in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tatum passes to Grimes. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Charlotte leading by 7. MP looking around. There's the triple. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Celtics trail by 10. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Temple. Nothing on the board. Here's MP. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Pritchard. And Paul with the block. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's Charlotte up by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. First timeout called here for the Hornets. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
They've got Smith. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Temple in at the center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Cavaliers was all business. He finished with 64 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Now Tatum following the three-point attempt by MP. Boston, no good that time either.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
He gets that one. MP's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Pritchard. Holiday with it. Here's Pritchard, covered by MP. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, MP sinks the triple.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Outside Holiday. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Baseline J on the way. Here's Pritchard. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Temple. Down low. Kicks it out to MP. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Boston making some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's Quentin Grimes in for... Drew Holiday. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Miller against Brown. And Watson has it in the corner. Here's Pritchard. Busted. No good that time either. Here's MP. And he converts the layup. MP's got 35.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Brown against Miller. Will it go? Brown, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Charlotte running away with this one. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah. And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
I think Keegan Murray's going to help them. 6'8", can do it all, great shooter, and he has that team-first mindset.
Yeah, he's comfortable being featured or playing a secondary role, so he can be plugged into pretty much any lineup. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
On the court for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Mobo in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Grimes. Here's Mobo. And here's Tatum for 3.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a guard. Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
So it's the Hornets now, following the three-pointer by Boston. MP's shot is good.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Now here's Brown. Outside Tatum. The three. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Back to MP. To the left side wing. Pulls it from 20. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And the shot goes in.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Grimes. .152 left in the third. The offensive rebound.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's MP. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What heart by MP. Going through contact there and converting.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Jaylen Brown.
1:25 left in the third. MP outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Pritchard. Misses the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Boeheim, that's good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Watson, the pass to Pritchard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on MP. Then, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive.
It's all time here. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's Grimes. Excellent defense there from Smith. Charlotte has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Barnes out there with Smith. Then it's MP. Then it's Ball. And it's Holton in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hornets 5. MP's shot is good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Brown outside. The 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Barnes sets a screen for MP. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Outside Tatum. Over Barnes. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
The 3 from MP, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And just another thing MP does for this team, space the floor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Pritchard. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tatum with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
MP up top. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
And Brown now atop the key. Pass to Pritchard. And another miss by Boston.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Cans it from downtown. MP's got 60.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Grimes.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
4th personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
So he gets them both. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to...
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Wins pay the bills, baby.